They run with a fourth-year man. This is Damian Harris. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones fires the out route and completes it to Harris. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're scaring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. A man who missed all of 2021. This is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the option, Jackson will keep it. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion. And I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And he can't do it all on one throw.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris to about the 26 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jones. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a first and goal.
Harris. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal, they're the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time score.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On second and 12, Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now Jackson. Being chased out left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's fourth. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. To his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Jackson's going to keep it. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time you can think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Jackson. Buying time to his left. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they work this out past the 25. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Tucker's kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Now Jones, a final shot before break. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. This is intercepted.
Jones picked by a familiar face, his Bama teammate Jalen Armour Davis.
There he goes right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for 2, but they do get it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Oh, there he goes, left side. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. They go play action with Jackson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
In motion comes the tight end left. They go play action now. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dietrich Wise able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Jackson on 3rd and long. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one is designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jones will sneak it.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Nelson Aguilar's moved around a little bit in the NFL with stops in Philadelphia and Las Vegas. But last year in New England was brought in as a free agent to stretch the field and make big catches downfield. His turn this time for a target, and he gives them a first down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
148 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough.
Throwing again. Jones. And he slings one that's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Back to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They run once more with Edwards. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Jackson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They didn't allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Marlon Humphrey on the defensive side, making that look easy from his corner position.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off play action. Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there, a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing Jones. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Sacked on the corner blitz by Marlon Humphrey.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 30 yards there.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Jones. Going deep here for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. On for the extra point is Folk. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
And that's another big-time run, and it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades.